Hi guys, Victoria here. I'm going to be showing you today the ankle massage, the self-massage for stress relief. So join me, follow and watch to the end because I'm going to be bringing you the most wonderful affirmation and breaths how I normally do in this series. The ankles support us in life and need some TLC occasionally. So let's spread a little healing. See you soon. So to start off the ankle treatment, if you'd like to stand up, feel nice and solid into the ground, nice strong ankles holding and supporting you. Maybe bring one hand onto a chair or a wall next to you, raise the other leg and just slowly start introducing a little shake into one ankle, shaking side to side, maybe front and back. And when you tend to do front and back, the ankle tends to turn in a circle. Which way is yours going? Mine's going, if I'm looking at it, in a clockwise direction. Isn't that funny how it tends to go clockwise? I wonder if you guys lower than the equator, that your ankles might be going anti-clockwise. Because when you look at water going down a drain, anything that has an energy to it moving in a spiral, so for instance seeds floating off a tree, above the equator I've heard that they go clockwise and below anti-clockwise. So I wonder if that's true, let me know. And then bringing the other ankle up, so side to side at first. Can you see I'm just moving like a pendulum, and then front and back. And actually, my other leg, my left leg, is moving anti-clockwise at the moment. So maybe that's what they do. They tend to move away from the medial point. Let me know. Oh, some clicking going on. I don't know if you can hear that. Are yours clicking? And now going back to the first ankle and just give it a lovely rotation, a bit more clicking. That's it, the clicking's gone. And rotate back the other way. Ooh, beautiful click. Hopefully we'll treat that when we start to do the massage. And then back to the other foot, rotating in one direction and back the other way. Wonderful. How does that feel? Making sure that the leg that you are standing on is not locked, that you've got it slightly off lock, slightly bent, that you can move and bend. Beautiful. Okay, moving into those knees a little because of the work we've just done to our ankles. Our ankles are our amazing support. They actually are quite a small joint and yet they support the whole of our body. How amazing is that? It's not like it's the wrist that we're walking around on all day. So the ankle needs some TLC, so let's start doing that. So first of all, psychologically, when the ankle is compromised, it may mean that it feels weak because our belief system is being questioned. We feel some rejection. So at the end, I'm going to show you a beautiful affirmation to work against rejection. If we have stiff ankles, we might feel that we have cold feet. You know, a lot of us have, in these cooler countries, we do suffer with cold feet and extremities fairly regularly. Now, this is one way to help deal with that. Maybe we feel ungrounded, that our reality is unsure. You know, do we feel present? Do we feel that we are here now? Do we feel that we are being questioned? In order to relieve any build-up in fluid, then this helps to restore energy and flexibility by bringing in some mobilization, some flexibility. So let's do that together. So we test our ankles frequently, every day, And one way is when we flex them, when we bring our toes up, it tests whether the back of the ankle can move with you, or whether there's tightness in the calf, whether there's tightness in the hamstring at the back of the thigh. And when we point our toes, likewise, it tests the front of the lower leg, the shin, but it also tests the quadricep muscles in the front of the thigh. Do they feel that they can lengthen and stretch? So by working with our ankle, we are actually also stretching and working with our muscles in the whole leg. And we've already been working on these in this series, so this is great to tie it all in together. So first of all, bring your ankle, your lower leg, to a place that you can reach it okay without straining your back. Try and put your lower back, your bottom into the back, the corner of the sofa, the seat that you're in. Bring your foot up. You may want it a little bit nearer to you than I've got it. I've got it here in order to show you. But I would be able to do this on my lap possibly. Let's see how this goes. But this is another way that you could have it nice and raised on a surface in front of you. So first of all, just introducing the hand to the ankle. Nice effleurage, as we always start. Warming, long movement. I'm starting halfway down the foot, coming around the ankle to just above the ankle. Having worked on the lower leg, that area now feels nice and loose and strong, free of toxins and fluids. So we're able to work around that ankle, and it feels like a natural next place to work. That beautiful ankle that supports us. It's almost like we're saying, thank you ankle, thank you for looking after me every day. So that's a lovely effleurage. Come around the back, massage around the back of that ankle. Beautiful long effleurage. I'm working quite softly at first, nice and gently. That's it. And as you carry on, you can start introducing a little bit more pressure, just a medium firmness. Now if you want to, you can bring both hands in, warm, like a beautiful wave-like motion. Now moving on to the massage. So having shaken and turned into the ankles, and now done the effleurage, we're now going to be doing some grip and hold. So first of all, I'm just going to hold the leg up for you. That's it. So where I'm holding, I'm actually pushing. So I'm holding with my one hand. You might be able to do this by just supporting over your knee. And then I'm pushing with my other fingers into where I feel there might be some constriction. So those tendons and ligaments that are holding the muscles and bones together, they might be clicking slightly. So I'm just rotating while I'm holding it up. There's a little bit of clicking, but not as bad. And once you push your fingers in, you can feel the rumbling around within the joint. It's something that you don't hear or feel when we're walking and running, but actually once you actually feel into it, there is definitely some action going on inside there, and we want to try and smooth that out as much as possible. So now the same into the back of the ankle. So I've got thumb and finger each side of the back of the ankle here, the Achilles. Yeah, okay. And then massage it a little where you've been working on it, both hands in a circular fashion. So that's it. So bringing the fingers up in this fashion around front, top and the back of that Achilles, working both sides of the ankle. And you'll find there are some spots more sensitive than others, and some areas which will feel perhaps muscly, like underneath the ankle inside bone, and then other areas that feel very bony but also with recessed parts, little valleys where you can get your fingers into and just check, treat and make sure that there's no pain, sensitivity, no issue there. Let's get rid of any of those lactic acid and toxins that tend to pool and cause issues. So I am using my fingers at the same time the other side of the ankle bone, bringing them round, beautiful, circular, so it's circles within circles. That's it, that's great, especially above the ankle bone, it's really nice there. And then that effleurage again, you want to work upwards, anything that you've got moving, bringing the circulation, the lymph upwards, beautiful. Does it feel really warm there now? Nice and smooth, soft. Never hurting ourselves, always being careful. Being body aware. So now something I tend to do with my clients during a massage is work with the Achilles in this fashion. So I'm just pushing it either side, like we did with the patella, their knee bone, a couple of weeks ago. So we're just going to check, it's almost like we're testing it out, that Achilles. It comes quite high up, that's it. So up into that, the back of the lower leg, the calf, and then down into the sides, in the bony bit of the back of the ankle. And so we're shifting it, it's like a seesaw, rocking it from side to side. Now, how does yours feel? Is it popping? Is there like a little flick that happens when you're at one of the extremities? It's really interesting to treat yourself in this way because you become so much more body aware. You tend to find out things about yourself. It's like reading a book that's all about yourself by giving yourself a massage. That's great. You know, the more you do it, it feels better and better and better. But obviously, if there's any pain there or issue, you think, oh, I don't think that's right, I need to get that checked out, then do seek professional help first. Back to that ankle circling. This time, just big circle all around both sides of the ankle, and then sweeping up from halfway up the foot, on the front, the sides and the back. Lovely. Oh, that feels really warm and buzzing now. How great is that? So I'm going to bring you now the most amazing technique and affirmation to bring reassurance and settlement back to the body, that we are happy as we are. So first of all, you might want to go and get yourself a scarf or towel or a sock or something that you can grip with both of your hands behind you. So I've got a heat pad here, one of those wheat bags, and I'm going to show you maybe how I can do it myself without, for those of you that can, and also with the wheat bag. So first of all, bringing the right arm up, waving at you in the mirror, and letting the elbow fold and the hand rest on your upper back, like this. And now I'm going to bring the other hand behind me and see if I can touch those fingers and even grip them. Let's see if I can do that. I can a little, but some of you are really good at this already. This is a lovely technique. So once we've done that, and perhaps I'll show you also how to do it with a scarf. So bringing the scarf round your back and then the other arm, in this case the left arm, behind you in this fashion. Okay, and then just pulling with the lower arm slightly in order to raise and stretch the upper arm here. It's the tricep muscle. Okay, and letting that just rest. There is no pain, no pressure, just a nice stretch. If there's any pain at all, just let it go. Maybe soften the arm slightly. Okay, and while we're seated in this position, trying to raise the sternum upwards. Okay, by raising the sternum upwards, it opens up our acceptance of life, ready to enjoy life as we are. And just at this point, I want to share with you a quote from Walt Disney. And Walt Disney said, "You may not realise it at the time, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you." Maybe share in the chat any of you who have had a kick in the teeth and it's actually spurred you on to do something amazing for yourself, or even simply just to see yourself in a better light. And while we're here in this spot, this beautiful, affirming, reassuring place, take a lovely deep breath before I will share with you the affirmation. Continue with your deep breathing. And this encourages a strong heart. I am here. I am enough. I am here. I am enough. I am here. I am enough. And 2 more deep breaths. And let go of the scarf. Release your right hand. Give your shoulders a little shake, up and down, shaking into the arms, stretching it through. Feel that release to the heart across the sternum and the chest. How wonderful is that? Thank you for joining. Please subscribe. Please join me next week for the foot massage. Self-massage for stress relief. I'll see you next week. Let's spread a little healing.